Different attorneys tell ABC News they were not granted access to detained migrants, despite a constitutional obligation to allow legal counsel. Why sit here and talk to me? Why go public?
I have privilege. I'm a combat vet. I'm white. I'm middle class. If I can't advocate for people who need it, then who else is going to do it? Who else is going to stand up and speak truth to power?
And David, as protests press on here in Minneapolis, DHS denies blocking access to legal counsel for anyone in his custody and says that anyone they detain receives access to full due process rights. David?
All right, Matt Rivers in Minneapolis. Matt, thank you. There is news tonight on President Trump's threat to take over Greenland. In an effort by Norway to defuse the situation, the president responding to Norway with a text reminding Norway that President Trump was not given the Nobel Peace Prize. The president now linking the Nobel snub to his threat to take Greenland, while protesters overseas are now wearing red caps that say, "Make America Go Away." Mary Bruce at the White House tonight.
Tonight, President Trump lashing out at NATO allies as he escalates his push for Greenland, saying because he did not win the Nobel Peace Prize, he no longer feels, quote, an obligation to think purely of peace. It came after Norway's prime minister texted Trump pleading we all should work to take this down and de-escalate, proposing a phone call to talk it out. Instead, Trump texting back, "Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace. Although it will always be predominant, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America." He's very preoccupied with the Nobel Peace Prize, Norway's prime minister told reporters, and I've explained to him many times that it's an award given by a Norwegian committee, not by the Norwegian government. America's NATO allies rattled as Trump sounds increasingly determined to own Greenland, which has been part of the Kingdom of Denmark for more than 300 years. In Copenhagen, thousands taking to the streets, wearing Trump's signature red hats, these saying "Make America Go Away." 8 NATO countries, including France, Germany, and the UK, moving forces to Greenland as a show of support. Over the weekend, Trump threatening new tariffs on those countries, 10% in February, jumping to 25% in June, until a, quote, deal is reached for the complete and total purchase of Greenland.
The use of tariffs against allies is completely wrong.
And tomorrow, President Trump heads to Europe for the World Economic Forum in Davos. It's there he's supposed to unveil his Board of Peace. One leader invited to join the group, Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now,